Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Soul Reaver 2. Last time we made our way back to the stronghold area because the light shrine was there. And most of the episode yesterday was actually just going back to the light shrine and going through it. So we're about to enter the stronghold again, where we came out of originally. Because I believe we're going to be using Mobius's time streaming device to go back in time, potentially? No idea. Okay. What am I missing? Store on this side. No. Oh, it's right there. All right. How would anyone open that door if it's only light magic? Or light, not light magic. Okay. Okay, I'm blocking. Why is he still hitting me? Alright. Well, I guess that's the only way we can go. Yeah, that was my own fault. Come back. There we go. Okay. A little bit more manageable when it's only, you know, one or two people. You want some too? Can we go back in here? Yeah, I guess we can. Oh, we need to. Who you? After all
Show yourself, Kain.
Here, Raziel. Everything is decided here. You cannot comprehend the magnitude, the rapture and the tragedy of this moment. And yet you must, if Nosgoth is to be dragged from the wreckage of its damnation.
I understand only this, Kain. That you and Mobius have impelled me to this moment simply means I can trust neither of you. I don't know who's pulling the strings, but it no longer matters, because I'm cutting them. I set my own course from here.
If it were only that simple.
Your fatalism is tiresome, Kain.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand, our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river. The current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream. The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, then how do we explain William here? The beloved boy king turned tyrant. In my youth, I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth.
Keep your distance, Kain.
Years later, I stumble upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom, I seize this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
I warn you, no further.
This one reckless act unravels the skein of history. The nemesis never becomes the nemesis. William dies a martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Mobius profits from it all. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable? The answer is here in this room, Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver. The Reaver is the key. Two incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history.
Is this your sorcery?
Not mine, Raziel. Yours. You have nothing to fear from me, Raziel. You hold all of the cards.
Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now.
And so you do, Raziel.
What's happening?
We're hurtling towards our destinies, Raziel. What you feel is the pull of history rushing to meet us. This is where history and destiny collide. If you truly believe in free will, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of balanced guardian in Nosgoth, while you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours.
This is madness!
Fight it, Raziel. This moment does not have to be an ending. It can become a prelude.
I can't.
You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures.
Oh shit.
William.
What is this?
History abhors a paradox, Raziel. Even now, the time stream strains to divert itself, finding its old course blocked by your refusal to destroy me. The future is reshuffling itself to accommodate your monumental decision. This is where we restore ourselves, Raziel, and reclaim our intended destinies. It may yet be possible for me to assume my role as Balance Guardian and return the pillars to their rightful inheritors.
To the vampires. And this is the destiny you have urged me to discover. I don't know what game you and Mobius are playing, Kain, but I refuse to be your pawn. Unlike you, I still revere whatever shred of humanity I've managed to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to teach me a lesson at every turn.
And continue your journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Mobius led you here, but you walk away unfettered. A champion of free will, and conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth, and the will to see it.
Okay, that was fucking heavy. So, us meeting Kain every time, everything has been preordained. Well, I say preordained. Everything, us being here, like Raziel going to the past, is not a change in history. That's what it always has been. And at this moment, Raziel was supposed to kill Kain, but he didn't. And he was fighting the Soul Reaver's will to basically, make history happen. But he prevented it. And the whole earthquake that we got was history correcting itself, that Raziel's going to kill Kain at another point in time, unless he prevents that too. Very, very interesting. We can't grab the sword. Yeah, every time it was like warping, felt like I was going to be sick. Why do you look down on this guy like poor soul? Like, how many people have you killed, Raziel? So which do we use, the light or the dark? Oh, you know what? It'll be the light, because we need to hit the gem. Why does she yelp like a dog? Ow! You know, I'd like to know how you get so much range on this thing when I can't. That's kind of not fair. Guess we have to go down this way. Oh my god, you want to fight me that badly? Okay. Are we literally walking all the way back? You know, seize him or let him be. I'm all for letting him be.
There it is.
Where am I going? Is that where I came from? No. Yeah, that is where I came from. So where am I going? Or is this where I came from?
Seize him!
Keep saying okay. Oh.
There's one.
How much ammo do they have in those things? And why can't I pick them up? Oh, I thought it would raise, so I have to go that way. Gonna use that fucking cannon of yours to get rid of some of these bats and rats.
Get him! There's one!
You okay there, buddy? And we are now where we need to be. Why? Okay, I thought I needed light. I guess not. Is this not where I need to go? I'm confused. Oh, maybe I need to have the Reaver active. That makes sense. There we go.
Ah, yes. I like that look on your face, Mobius. You really don't know what to do now, do you, old man? Here you are, caught without your damn staff. And I suspect things aren't progressing quite as you'd hoped. You're not used to the fly turning to confront you in your web, are you?
Kain's devious influence has poisoned your mind, Raziel. Now you see betrayal everywhere, even in your closest allies.
We were never allies, Mobius. Conspirators, perhaps. Briefly.
Why did you not kill Kain when you had the chance? He was at your mercy.
Precisely. I had a choice, and I chose mercy. And now I know your sordid little secret. The significance of that displacement I felt when the two Reavers came together. Strangely enough, I was enlightened by the devious Kain, not by you. In fact, I've learned much more than you counted on. I understand now how you've tried to manipulate all of history for your own personal gain. But now all your little schemes are whirling in ruin around you, aren't they? All because I chose to exert my will for once, rather than obey the demands of sorcerers and spirits and demons, all singing the same tiresome refrain, "Kill Kain." I'm setting my own path from here, Mobius. I intend to discover the truth behind all of this.
But you condemn us all with this impetuous act.
Hardly impetuous. It took all the will I could muster. Has my refusal to kill Kain reshuffled your carefully stacked deck of cards?
You really think that you're exercising your free will, Raziel? You're simply Kain's servant.
I do not serve Kain. I merely did not kill him.
Raziel, do not forget your purpose here. You are destined to be the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing that particular phrase. As for saving Nosgoth, so far I see precious little reason to bother. And I'll choose my own purpose from here on out, Time Streamer. Right now, I choose to manipulate you for a change. Go. In there.
What are you doing?
Come now, Mobius. You're a cunning serpent. You'll piece it together, I imagine.
I bet you this is what Mobius wants. I bet you he planned for this.
This era is of no further use to me. You will operate this device to provide me passage. I want to see the world in a simpler time, before the Sarafan began their crusade.
And what about Kain? You're leaving your core behind.
You kill him if it's so damned important.
You need only touch the 2 poles of the switch, and the device will transport you. But I urge you to reconsider.
You've lost your powers of persuasion, old man. Rot here and forget me.
Yeah, see? Asshole. I bet you he's not even gonna send us where we want to go. Okay, this is pretty unceremonious.
Even as I emerged from that infernal time-streaming chamber, I suspected treachery.
No shit.
The stronghold was vacant, derelict,
This is the future, isn't it?
abandoned.
Yeah, he sent us to the goddamn future, I bet. Yes, nothing.
Die!
Oh, fuck. Really? They're all fighting me? All of them? Alright, you know what? You guys can fight each other. Oh my god, stop blocking. Fuck. That one's still closed. This one is broken open. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck off. The other one flew away. Fuck. Jesus. How did they see me? No, that's fine. No, it's okay. Oh, shit. Well then. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, bro. These guys are annoying. They block a lot. Okay. That's between them. I'm not getting involved. Fuck.
any doubts about the era I now occupied, this grotesque tableau certainly eliminated them. For here was Mobius, long since murdered by Kain, lionized and beatified as the martyred leader of his bloodthirsty crusade. And if I required further evidence, I needed only to behold the gruesome trophy Mobius held aloft.
So he killed
The
Vorador.
severed head of Vorador. The final triumphant kill of Mobius's cutthroat mob. His execution marked the annihilation of the vampires. Far from channeling me into Nosgoth's past, Mobius had propelled me over a century into its ghastly future.
I mean,
The
again,
intent behind this little detour was unmistakable. Having failed to make me his obedient assassin, Mobius intended to keep me ignorant of my true destiny, which clearly lay in Nosgoth's past. While his deception only reinforced my purpose, Mobius had effectively stranded me here. This left me no course but to explore the era I now occupied and see what changes the century had wrought following Kain's ill-fated decision. Perhaps time had cleared a path for me into the mountains, where I might unearth more clues behind the mystery of Janos Audron.
Oh my god, this fucking sword. Oh my god. I hate these fucking things. Oh, are you kidding me? Hey, come into my domain, fucker. Can I go in here? No, I can't. But it looks like the tomb is still broken from when we broke it, but the Soul Reaver is missing. I wonder if Kain is still alive in this time. I mean, I know he said that, like, after killing Kain, like, Vorador marked the extinction of the vampires. I know that, but I still wonder if Kain is actually alive. No, fuck you guys.
Raziel.
What pathetic charade is this now, Mobius?
No charade, Raziel. Only the entreaties of this martyred spirit.
His ghost?
Your pleas mean nothing to me after all your deceit. You have propelled me into Nosgoth's future, Mobius, and left me stranded here.
I am truly sorry, Raziel, but it was necessary. Consider it the last valiant act of a doomed man. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold the result. Gaze upon the wasteland you and Kain authored together.
I fail to see how I'm responsible.
You spared Kain, and by doing so, you have released a multitude of horrors upon this world. I can accept that Kain has murdered me, Raziel,
As the Time Guardian, I foresaw that incident long before it occurred. And I take some small comfort in the fact that Kain remains.
Oh, okay.
the
So Kain
sole
killed him. He
survivor
didn't
of
kill
his
Kain. Gotcha.
vile breed. But you have single-handedly made my sacrifice meaningless.
Your argument is disingenuous, Time Streamer. I cannot see how killing or sparing Kain's future self would alter these events. This wasteland was created by Kain's original refusal at the Pillars.
It's true.
And amidst all these twists and turns, that event has never changed. You are cunning, Mobius. But I think you've gotten tangled in your own web.
As Kain clings to his precious seat of power, the pillars sink into a mire of decay, dragging all of Nosgoth down with them.
I don't think this has anything to do with the Pillars, or Kain's failure to sacrifice himself. I think you're simply afraid, because you don't know what he's up to. He's a wild card, isn't he? And you don't want his influence in your game. Which is why you wanted me to eliminate him. Well, now that he survived, you have no idea what's coming, do you? Maybe, for the first time in your entire life. You're terrified that he may have truly found a third option out of the dilemma you orchestrated for him.
Kain's lies have addled your mind. Leave this place and trouble my spirit no more.
If you even are a spirit, you've forgotten. I have a way to tell for sure.
That's true.
If
Oh,
you're
shit.
willing to risk it. I didn't think so. Either way, you lose.
So is Mobius dead or not? Jesus Christ, this fucking game. Come on. I'm gonna die soon anyway, if I don't feed. No souls? I'll be healed by the Reaver soon enough. No soul. Wow. It's quite the flash of lightning. What am I doing? I think we can continue on for a little bit. How are you blocking with a gun? I'm just looking to see if there's like a charge up ability, but there isn't.
There it is. Prepare to die.
Yeah, I don't like the X. So this place is, as much as it had gone to shit before, so I'm wondering how far ahead we actually are from the events of Soul Reaver 1. In the sense that I know it's like kind of a different timeline. Asshole. Like, I wonder if this is kind of considered the same year or around there as Soul Reaver 1. Oh. It's a different doggy now. The other question I have, which really thinking about it now, is, I mean, in a way, this doesn't really make sense. So, okay, hang on. Just hear me out. In a way, this doesn't make sense. Because the story of Soul Reaver 1 is, you know, they kill Raziel, he comes back to life he says centuries later. It's not really clear how much later, but it's centuries later. And Kain is still alive. But then they're supposed to go back to the past, you know, the events of this game, and Raziel was supposed to kill Kain. So why would him, like Raziel brought it up earlier, why is this Raziel's fault? Like, you know, the corruption of the world, because Kain killing his future self will not do anything. You know, he has to kill his younger version, the younger self, for it to really make any sense. Like, sure, like, now we're in a different timeline. I don't know how we're really in a different timeline, because Kain exists on both sides, and Mobius is dead in both timelines. And in both timelines, Mobius kills Vorador. So, technically, this is just still the world of Soul Reaver 1. You catch my drift? Nothing's really changed. Story-wise, I mean, anyway, really. I don't know. Like, if anyone can clear that up for me, maybe I'm missing something. But to me... What the hell? To me, nothing's changed. Oh, right, there was the pillar that was knocked over. Or the obelisk, rather, not the pillar. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Oh, these are trees. I thought these were like the pillars for a second. I'm like, what? This ought to be good.
These were the pillars so familiar to my blighted eyes. But now that I had begun to learn their true significance, I regarded the pillars' destruction with a new, enlightened sense of horror. And I questioned now whether Kain's simple refusal, his mere ambition,
There's
could
Ariel.
truly have caused such devastation. I felt that some darker influence was at work here. As I approached, I discerned the spirit of Ariel, bound here now for more than a century.
Forever am I bound, hope abandoned, my spirit tethered to this place. What destroyed the circle could not touch me, for I was newly dead and beyond harm's reach. I alone was spared the descent into madness, and Kain alone was spared the pain of death. When Napraptor's poison seized Kain even in the safety of the womb, much more than just his destiny was lost. All of Nosgoth lost balance. Consider us now, both of us less than we once were. I, pure but insubstantial, and Kain, terribly real, but corrupted.
Your imprisonment here has deranged you, spirit. You fixate on Kain because you believe he is the tether that binds you here. But we both know he is not the author of your agony. The pillars were subverted by dark forces, invited by the Guardians themselves. The more I learn of your circle, the more I see a tangle of nested manipulations.
Kain handed them their victory. They sought to topple the pillars, and he was their willing instrument.
Or was he their unwilling pawn? Would it blunt your wrath to know that Kain's dilemma was calculated to bring the pillars down, regardless of the choice he made? And that the devastation would have been even greater had he chosen the path you would prescribe for him?
You are a subtle, deceitful creature. But your clever arguments do not absolve Kain. He must die for the pillars to be restored. There is no other way.
Then consider this more ominous possibility. What if Kain's death does not restore the pillars? Consider that it may simply be too late, that this world may be beyond redemption, and that you may be bound here eternally.
And I scared her off.
Why do you hound me, demon? You can see that I am captive here. Show me some mercy.
Like the mercy you showed your fellow Guardians when you set Kain on them? Or the mercy you showed Kain when you kept him ignorant of his destiny while you used him as the scourge of the Circle? Or perhaps like the mercy you showed your beloved Naprapta when you made him Kain's first kill?
You are cruel. Why do you torment me?
I'm merely looking for answers, Ariel. Ah, very well. I'll leave you in peace. But know this about you and this purgatory from which you long to escape. You're merely at the threshold.
She's still around? No, she's gone. Yeah, it seems like no one's getting out of this unscathed. I honestly thought I was gonna die there for a second. God damn it. Leave me alone! What are these things? Like, where the fuck did they come from? I'm actually curious to hear what the god's gonna say, the Elder God. Or the Old One? Is that what they call it? Fuck all y'all. What the fuck? Where do I go? Can you? Oh, it's down this way. Alright, fine. Oh. Wow, look at them. They're all corrupted here, too. Hello? Are you there?
Raziel, the
he's there.
failed assassin. You had Kain at your mercy, but lacked the courage to fulfill the act. And now you see the wasteland wrought by the tyrant's hand, by his selfish decision to preserve his own life, even when it meant sacrificing the whole world. This is the fate of Nosgoth, as long as Kain remains alive.
An ironic condemnation, given this guilty scene. One would think you'd torn down the pillars single-handedly. What are you trying to obliterate as you drag your loathsome body through this chamber? And why, as Nosgoth descends into madness and misery, do you appear to thrive? Things in this world, I am learning, are rarely what they seem. You, apparently, are no exception.
I am the engine of life, the source of Nosgoth's very existence. I am the hub of the wheel, the origin of all life, the devourer of death.
Or maybe you're just hungry. Could it be as simple as that? Wouldn't that be poetic irony? The great adversary of the vampires turns out to be the biggest parasite of them all.
Do not test my patience, Raziel. I made you, and I will unmake you if I become so inclined.
As your agent, I am beyond death.
There are fates worse than death, Raziel.
Oh, I see you now as you truly are. A cancer. A spooling parasite burrowed deep in the heart of this world.
Go now. Play out your pitiful rebellion and take your place among the destroyed, the used, and the damned. But know this. You are mine for eternity. You have always been, and will always be, my soul Reaver.
He said it. We can go home. He said the thing. Oh my god, seriously? Oh, I saved in the wrong slot again. Oh well. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. I need a break because this combat is kind of getting to me. Again, it's better than the first, but it's still too many enemies. Way too many enemies. Way too much backtracking. That said, I love the story. I'm not hating on the game. Well, I don't hate the game, but it's just a lot to take at times. But anyways. Again, a lot to unpack in this episode. So Mobius, fucking obvious he was going to betray us. Fucking obvious. Like, why would you, a guy who you believe is manipulating you, you're going to give him like access to the computer to put in the coordinates on where to send you, on where you want him to send you. Like, yeah, of course he's not going to fucking do it. But, what game is Mobius still playing? Like, is that his spirit that we saw, or just an illusion? And Ariel's still around. And there, again, everyone's blaming Kain, but I'm saying, like, yeah, I mean, Kain, whether we killed him or not, would not have made a difference. Maybe we were destined to, sure. But I don't think it would have saved anything. Again, unless I'm reading it wrong. I don't think I am. I think the story is fairly straightforward. Even with all the plot twists. But, yeah. I'm interested to see on how we're going to get out of this. How we're going to be able to go back to the past. Maybe there was that extra thing in the swamp. There was a door with Mobius' symbol on it that we couldn't open before. Maybe in there we'll be able to use the time streaming device to get out of here, but we'll have to see. I'm curious if Kain is alive in this time. Like in this timeline. Sorry. We know Kain is alive. Never mind. I'm curious what Kain will say. Yeah. We'll have to see. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.